Welcome to Sauna Confessions. Here we dive deep and we just see what emerges. So me coming back from Mexico and the day-to-day life already I immersed myself already in all of that. And still it's like a very distant memory. And it was just a few days ago. I guess it feels like that because the field there was so different to the field in Germany. So it's very multidimensional what's going on when it comes to all of these thoughts and feelings that are connected to the experience that I had there, that I was blessed to have and immerse myself in. So I entered the field where there was like very tangible coherence. So there was a field of open hearts at this place. Like everyone that I met was safe. And safe, not coming from a level of I need to be protected or something needs to be protected. Safe when it comes to a level of interconnectedness. There was this consciousness that everything that happens to me and everything that I put out there is like directly influencing myself too. Like there was just this awareness that we are really connected and that everything that is it is immediately. So there's just a need for truth. And yes, truth can be truth is not always like a pleasant experience, right? But truth, like born or emitted out of interconnectedness, out of coherence, just good. And I also want to speak to timelessness. So there is so much time available for us. So much time available for us. Not in the artificial grid though. In the artificial grid which consists of a lot of things that we artificially place on our time and essence and reality. So in the original field of real human connectedness and Begegnung and the encounter with or the visiting nature can be so timeless. There's so much time available. Time that is filled with essential like beingness. It all sounds very fluffy duffy. I try to put it to like tangible words, but it's quite a challenge to do so because timelessness is just timelessness. It was so great. Especially for me as a neurodivergent person, I'd say I am. was such a gift, because this is my default mechanism when it comes to time. I am a timeless being, which is very hard to be yourself in the world that we created, because it's all about, time frames, little boxes you have to put yourself in to go from A to B to C to D. And in timelessness, you just feel into A and you emerge in O or S or wherever you need to be. And I think that humanity would be there if there would be not the we somehow gave the okay to be interrupted by artificial designs when it comes to time, money, energy exchange, societal structures. We opted into that artificial layer, and still more and more people are emerging that are connected in a deep way to the timelessness, to the coherent field. And it's so tough to be connected to the coherent field as a baseline of your being, and at the same time operating in this artificial grid. Wow, and what a gift it is to dive into the origin, timelessness, with other beings, and still have, you are not dissolving, right? Still you have like a stimulation of your intellect and your heart, your body, your brain, your sensuality, everything. Still there is stimulation. It's not like I'm dissolving in all of it. It's not. You're participating, but in a really nuanced way, and with every fiber of your being. And then there's such a huge potential to create out of that systems, thoughts, feelings. It's not feelings, it's emotions, right? It's more emotions. It's coming from emotion. Like feelings are more like a set thing, I'd say. I'm not sure if I'm right, because it's somehow there's some nebula around feelings and emotion and the differentiation. And yeah, but coming back to the essence of the human being, we are such divinely orchestrated, like a species that is like so beautiful. And then there is all this artificial stuff around us that's like clouding our signals and distressing us and letting us astray from the original signaling. It's so interesting to witness. And I have so much there's so much going on right now in our world, which is like very, very challenging and so hurtful, and so, nothing you ever want to experience. And then I hope there is this invitation to really feel into it, and to really feel that you don't want anyone else to experience that. To wake up out of all of the conditioning around religion and race and everything. Like waking up and just feel that you are connected to those other hearts on a real, on an existing level, not on a made up level. like on a real level. You are really connected to all of them. And coming back to the micro, how can I feel connected to myself? How can I connect to the others around me? What and it's actually not coming from the mind. These words are coming from the mind, but it's actually not coming from the mind, this movement, this like awareness of consciously being connected to the hearts of the other. It's more like a dismantling of it, because it's already there, and it was there, and it has ever been there. So how can we rise in trust? How can I consciously choose to stay soft around my heart and still operate from a very sharp intellect? How do I choose that? And if I have difficulties around that, what would support me to do that? You know, stillness is such a gift right now. And I encourage you to use energetic tools and to use physical tools that are actually like helping you on an energetic level to modulate the frequencies around you. Because what I witnessed is there are so many like frequencies around us. I'm talking about Germany, here where I am, the field it's so differently experienced, and we gotta choose to set our frequency wherever we go. And there are tools out there that can help you with that, to create a frequency around you when you move, or where you're sleeping, where you're staying, where you're nourishing yourself, to create a frequency bandwidth that is like good for you, that is coherent, that is giving you the opportunity to even like experience stillness. And if you are able to experience real stillness on your own without any tools, then do that. I congratulate you. I'm just in total wonder and awe of nature, that she's still providing with all of these artificial grids that we placed up on her. Wow, she's just such a strong being to be able to still emit her frequency while being so guarded. Yeah. So maybe I'll end it here. The frequency of your heart space is really potent. And if you connect to other hearts that have like the same intent, the same intention, it gets even more potent. So you have like a frequency stabilizer within yourself. And still, we are in the field of all of this preconditioning, and it influences us. So if we know of a solution that is actually helping us set the frequency baseline, then yeah, take that help and tune into your frequency stabilizer time and time again during the day, and just make sure you are still emitting, you're not closing down. I will not like go deeper into this. Just let it like, you know, work in your system, what you heard. And please let me know if you experience something similar, or if something makes sense, or you have questions, or something is like really not resonating with you in some sort of way. Then please let me know. I'm so open to that, at least right now. Okay, so have a beautiful day. Wherever you are, in whatever mood you are, and whatever company you are going to be today. You know you are loved, and you are loved so much, pretty much so. Bye.